If you're over 40 and starting to notice that you're getting a little more stiff and a little more cranky, you don't need to train more. You just need to train differently. Once a week, we get in here and we move our body through natural ranges of motion to feel good and to move better, not just to get stronger. If you find that balance, you can train hard forever. So this morning, we're doing a little primal movement inspired by strengthside. First, we're going to choose our first thoughts of the day and then get moving. Let's go for it. All right, so we are in it. First thing we're going to do, like we do every morning on the 5 a.m. squat club, is squat. Get the feet underneath the hips, heels on the ground, and if you feel like you're going to fall over backwards because we're a little bit tight, grab yourself a counterbalance and hold on. We're going to stay here for about 2 minutes. If you hate this position, fantastic, use it. While we're here, we're going to do a little bit of box breathing, a 4-second inhale, 4-second pause, 4-second exhale, 4-second pause, while we choose our first thoughts of the day. So first, we'll start on an inhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I am responsible. I am accountable. I am my fault. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I will make time between the stimulus and my response. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I have all that I need to be successful today, and we'll focus on progress over perfection. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I choose gratitude. Focusing on the positive, seeing more of it. Inhale. All right. Mindset prep. Time to start moving the body here this morning. All right. Good morning, team. So as we start every day with, even on active recovery day, 2 minutes of just getting down on the floor and then getting back up. So start at whatever pace you want. You can walk it down to the ground. You can walk it back up. Just make sure that you celebrate at the top the fact you're able to do so. Try to make sure that you get all the way down to the floor where you could even lift your hands up, put your weight all the way down. We do this for 2 reasons. One, it's a great warm-up, right? A great way to elevate the heart rate, lubricate the joints, and just warm up the body. And secondly, we want to make sure that we're practicing functional movements that our life is going to demand long-term, such as getting up off the ground, such as squatting, such as picking things up and carrying them like a deadlift and a carry. So we start with the burpee because if you can't get up off the floor, you need to live with assistance. If you can't, sit down, stand up in the toilet, you need to live with assistance. And I don't know how you feel about living with assistance, but my goal is to avoid that forever. I want to be useful to others and not a burden. Therefore, we do 2 minutes of burpees to start every day so that ideally we never lose the capacity to do so. Another 30 seconds here. And then what we're talking about today is active recovery. You can call it active recovery. You can call it primal movement. You can call it Sunday fun day. Doesn't matter. It is the key that unlocks consistency in training, I find. It is the day that allows me to push hard during the week without being too beat up. So, take today seriously, as much as it's not as, exciting or sexy as an AMRAP where we go hard. It's a necessary tool. So, continue on with the warm-up here, moving through some good ranges of motion, starting with some hip flexion, just standing on one foot, bringing that other knee up towards the chest. Nice proud chest. Just closing up at the hip. We'll get 10 reps or so per side there. And then switch it up. Good morning, Jody. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, equipment. Good morning, Jason. How's the body feeling? Ryan, good morning. Talia, good morning. Is that Deacon? What's the shortest version of your name that I can use? Thanks for joining us again, though. We've got a fantastic active recovery session today. If you haven't tried one of these yet, this is a good one. Just feel good movement today. Next, we've got our good mornings, standing with the feet under the hips, sending the hips back, finding some hamstring tension, standing up, squeezing the butt, maintaining a nice neutral spine as you do. Ryan says 8 out of 10. I didn't even ask. I love it. Where are we on our scale of 5 to 10 this morning, team? That's a new name. Peter Renfors. I feel like I've seen that name before. Just finishing my workout and editing, and now watching you for the enjoyment of seeing how fit you are. You are fit like a special forces soldier. I don't know about that. Also, you're not going to see a ton of fitness this morning. This is our active recovery day, where we set ourselves up for more fitness during the week. This is the primer. All right, next one, let's swing that leg, but I appreciate you joining us. Tell us more about you, Peter. At that leg swing for 10 reps here. Trying to stay nice and tall. Just moving at the hip. Loosening things up. If you're feeling a little tight and cranky, this is the perfect session for it. We're going to get into a couple positions that you probably don't normally. Open things up. We're doing some new ones today that I don't think we've done before. And a new format. We're changing up the format, at least for today, for active recovery. So you guys can give me some feedback on how you think you like it compared to our EMOM for 20 minutes. Keep swinging that leg. Finding the tension in the obliques here. All right. Next, just an alternating lunge. So standing nice and tall, take that big long step forward. Let that back knee kiss the floor. Stand it back up, bring it back together. Let's get at least 10 there. Keep moving through the lunge. I'm currently working towards doing 100 reps with the ab wheel. Cool, cool. What does your training look like right now? I feel like your name is familiar, but I'm not making the connection. Are you from Finland? Is that who this is? You do some weightlifting in your house? Good morning, Yaroslav. Thank you for tagging us yesterday on Instagram with that sandbag. Love it. Love it. That was a fun workout yesterday with those 100 sandbag squats. If you didn't do that yesterday, you can give that one a go. I also released the video, just that. Oh no, sorry, that was the other one. That was Monday's workout. All right, from there, come on down onto all fours. And we're just gonna get started with a little rotation here. So both hands on the ground, take one hand, bring it up to the ceiling, twist that torso open. How we doing, Talia? How's the birthday weekend going so far? And then Ryan, how are those legs feeling? Anybody sore from yesterday at all? The more I do those sandbag box squats, the more I like them. My knee has been bugging me a little bit, but it felt fantastic yesterday. So we're gonna keep those up, I think. All right, from there we'll come up for our first set of squats. Yeah, that's me. I still focus mostly on the, awesome, Peter. This is a fun session we do every Sunday that just involves moving our bodies through some range of motion. By the way, air squats, feet under the shoulder, heels on the ground, knees in line with the feet, hips below the knees at the bottom. Probably talk about that. Yeah, we do this once a week just to move a little differently, to give ourselves a little bit of break from intensity so the body has some time to rest, recover, and get back at it. All right, round 2. Get a little bit of movement at the hip here. Little rotation, so up in front, out to the side and down, and then reverse it. What's the biggest clean so far in there, Peter? If you guys haven't seen Peter's channel, pretty neat stuff there. Feel free to check it out. You can post your link in the chat there if you want, Peter. I'm assuming that'll allow it. I don't really know how this works. Starting to feel the body temperature come up a little bit, getting a little bit of a glisten happening. I don't sweat, I glisten, I shine. Jabes would disagree. I think I sweat. Okay, from there we're gonna go hip extension so you can get yourself onto the ground, on your back, feet on the ground, knees at 90. And then just gonna push the hips up towards the ceiling, squeeze the butt hard, bring her back down, and then back up. Get 10 reps, 2 seconds or so at the top on each one. Try to really create a nice straight line from the knee to the shoulder, opening that hip fully, undoing some of the effects of sitting all day if we do that. Really open up those hips. Okay, and then from there, we're gonna go single leg. This is my opportunity to fall over. So standing on one foot, we're gonna hinge over at the hip, letting that other leg come back behind you, finding some range of motion, standing it back up. Try to maintain balance on that single leg. Come on now. Let's get at least 5 per side there. Focus, slow it down. I need more single leg work. The old balance here is challenge. Wow. Once you got at least 5 there, you can switch sides. This for me is the easier side. You'll notice that one side likely has better balance than the other. Do more reps on the weak side. We're all over the place here. All right, and then from there, our lunge. So we're gonna come into a Spider-Man lunge, come into your plank position. We'll take 1 foot outside the hands and just move the hips around. You go side to side, forwards, backwards, all that stuff. Deacon says, 5 a.m. squat club. Enjoy your educational, warm, energetic, and positive presentation. Please keep up the great work. Thanks, Deacon. Are you working out with us? What, do you have any fitness goals that you're working on? What does that look like? And if so, what is your normal training like, or are you joining us? Peter, I recently did a clean and press with 90 kilos. Hey, nice, 198 pounds. The fact that you do that in your house is pretty impressive. That's definitely more than I have clean and jerked here. Less than I've clean and jerked max at the gym, but hey, that is impressive, man. You don't even do a squat clean. You basically muscle / power clean it too, which is even more impressive. Not even having to get under it. Jody, I watched UFC right through the end of Patty's fight. I'm TT tired? I don't watch enough UFC, but I kind of want to know if Patty won. Just because he's a character in a couple of the worlds that one of the channels that I watch on my personal YouTube is Beard Meets Food. I don't know if you're familiar with that. He's like a competitive eater from the UK, and I guess he's friends with Patty, and every once in a while he'll do an episode with him. I find him pretty entertaining. I definitely did not watch any of that though. Talia, I'm not here all day, coach. I'm with my nephew Ewan, so we'll have to go as we are having Sunday roast today. Oh, what are we roasting? Delicious, Talia. Good morning, Spencer. How you doing? All right, last switch here. No, he did not win. Okay. UFC is definitely not something I'm interested in participating in. I think I'd like to learn a little bit of martial arts, probably with the girl, maybe some jiu-jitsu, but don't know if I want to get punched in the face necessarily. Peter is doing that with a strict press, strong shoulders. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Definitely check out Peter. He's impressive strength in his house as well, just like us. All right, Ultimate Fight Club. All right, from there, we'll get one more twist here. Actually, let's do this one. We'll go with a prone Y. So laying down on the floor, thumbs at the shoulders. You're just gonna press them straight overhead to a lockout, keeping them as high off the ground as you can. Let's get 10 there. I love the chat. Nice active chat this morning. That being said, it's easy for me to get caught up there and forget what we're doing. Do my best to chat a little more at the end. We've got some farm clips that we happened to skip yesterday since I don't know how to run the stream. Those of you who were here yesterday, thank you for your patience as I cut it off early. It's my first time. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, second set of air squats, feet back underneath the shoulders, hips down and back. Trying to bring those hips below the level of the knee. Chest is up nice and tall. Stand it up, squeeze the butt at the top. Thinking about keeping those arches in your feet as well by not allowing the knees to roll in. Or feet to roll in, I guess. Get 10 there. Okay, I like it. I'm starting to feel warm. Let's talk a little bit about this. Talia, everything lol. Beard Meets Food lives the city next to us. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I find him very entertaining. It's not good to watch him though when I'm being strict with my diet though, because it makes me tempted for sure. Okay. So as I was mentioning, we've got a slightly different format here this morning for our active recovery day. Instead of going every minute on the minute, we're gonna go in 2-minute intervals. So we're gonna have 5 total rounds here. I guess it's more like a 4-minute interval. Let me just see if I can set this up. So 5 rounds, 4 minutes. So within that 4 minutes, what we're gonna do is 2 minutes on the machine. Obviously, if you don't have a machine, you can do burpees or a run on the spot. So because we're going 2 minutes as opposed to 1, just slow down the pace a little bit. And then for the other 2 minutes of each round, we're gonna do a different movement. So you can see on the screen here, first one is a hang. So you can get your pull-up bar set up if you don't have that already. And just like we have done every other Sunday, we're gonna hang. That being said, you're gonna have a 2-minute window here. So we're likely not gonna hang for the full 2 minutes. What I want you to think is accumulate as much as you can in that 2 minutes. So maybe it's a minute, maybe it's 90 seconds of that 2 minutes. You can come up and down on that hang as kind of you please. So it'll be 2 minutes on the machine, 2 minutes on the hang. Back on the machine for another 2 minutes, and then 2 minutes on our next movement, which is going to be a Hindu push-up. And I did have a plan to show you a video on this one. Let me just see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna show a few options for the Hindu push-up just because they're one that is pretty challenging. But let me get this video for us. And After that, we've got a PVC overhead squat. So grab yourself a stick, a broomstick, a PVC, whatever, crab, and hop. So simple ones. Otherwise, let me show you this one though. Calm down. We're getting there. Okay, so let me show you. Where did I put it? Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna play this for you for a sec.
Chest and shoulders. But I often see men sacrificing their mobility and their posture in the pursuit of muscle. This is until we learn that overly tense and stiff muscles are the worst qualities we can develop. The Hindu push-up is a far better option for those that want to gain or maintain mobility while
the Hindu
show a
push-up
couple
is
options
simple.
here.
Point A, downward dog position.
Downward dog is
hips
your
as
start
high in the
position.
air as you can get them. Point B, cobra position. With the hips
Upward
low,
dog or
head
cobra
high,
is the
and arms
finish
fully
position.
extended. The lower to the ground you transition from point A to point B, the harder the movement gets, which makes it easily scalable. Get acquainted with simply moving with straight arms from point A to B, back and forth. Then play with bending the elbows on the way towards your cobra. Once you can stay quite low to the ground, start playing with how low you can stay on the way back out to your downward dog. It's significantly harder. You can even elevate the hands to allow you to go way deeper.
Okay. So I think that kind of explains it. As you can see, we're going from a downward dog to an upward dog in essence. Easiest way is to keep the arms straight the whole time. And then if you want to make it more challenging, we used to call these dive bombers back in the day. So let me show you. So there's your start position, your downward dog, and then the finish position is upward dog, right? Abs are squeezed, butt squeezed, but we're pressing into the floor, chest is up tall. And you can literally just go from downward dog to upward dog. That's an option. Or if you want to make it more challenging, as you're seeing from him, go from downward dog, bend the arms a little bit, and then press up to that upward dog. And you can take it as low as you want. If you're feeling pretty strong, you can literally bring your chin and chest to the floor and then press it up from there and then back to the downward dog. So choose some options on that one that you can play around with. And remember, we're gonna have 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off of these. The third one, with your PVC, you're gonna get that thing with a snatch grip. So a nice wide grip sitting in the hip crease, take it overhead, and we're gonna come on down into an overhead squat. And you can just hang out there. You can work on a little bit of duck walking. You can sots press. But really, I think for a lot of us, just hanging out here is gonna be pretty uncomfortable. Trying to think about armpits forward and a nice active press on that stick. You can do squats up and down. You can hang out in the bottom. You can hold for 10 seconds, stand up, take a break. Get back down, hold for 10 seconds, stand up, take a break. We're just getting 2 minutes of work on each one of those. Followed by back on the machine. And then the next 2 minutes is gonna be our crab / table. So you can just walk around in that crab position, right? Getting a little bit of movement at the wrist. You can work on lifting the hips, hanging out there, walking it around. You could even work towards a bridge, which I'm probably not gonna talk about. And then the last one is just gonna be some hops. So just 2-foot hops. You can go side to side. You can go forwards, backwards. We're just gonna hop around a little bit. So I'll go over that one more time. Ask any questions you got in the chat. There'll be 2 minutes machine, 2 minutes hang. 2 minutes machine, 2 minutes, what are those called? Hindu push-ups. 2 minutes machine, 2 minutes crab, 2 minutes machine, no, not crab. Oh, I'm getting this wrong. Overhead squat before crab. Do it again. Machine, hang, machine, Hindu push-up, machine, PVC overhead squat, machine, crab, machine, hops. 2 minutes of each. If you don't have a machine, burpees, run on the spot, medium pace, simple. Let me know if we have any questions here in the chat, and then we'll get going. Mike Tyson push-ups. Yeah, that's another way to call it, I think. All right. What is here? No, not with neck bridge. Oh, that was equipment. All right. That's a great movement. I can never do Hindu push-ups in public. Why? Equipment, you are comedic relief. I love it. All right, so let's do this then.
I feel nauseous, believe me.
Let's get it.
Never had a lot of
All right.
come easy.
I'm a spectator today, Jason. Hey, that's okay, man. The fact that you are alive makes me happy. I was starting to be pretty concerned about there. Obviously, you guys don't know, but I sent Jason's wife a message yesterday because I was concerned that he had potentially died. All right, so I think I've got this set. 4 minutes per round, 2 on the machine, 2 on the other movement. Here we got some tunes. All right, let's do this, team. Jason, you can just be the commentator while we do this, the hit the reactions guy. Talk to anybody who shows up that's new. Maple, just a minute. All right, let's do it. On the machine first. 10 seconds. It's only worth it if you work for it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I didn't set this up. That's too high. All right, 2 minutes here. Moderate pace. Hi, Maple. Remember, we'll have 10 minutes on the machine here. So we will get the heart rate moving a little bit here today. Just move nice and steady pace. Think about a pace that you could do for all 5 sets of 2 minutes. For me, that's 60 RPM. Not easy, but not impossible. That's 1 minute down. Steady pace, team. That's 90 seconds. Minute 40. Ten. 5, 3, 2, 1, and hang. 2 minutes of hang.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see.
Try to focus on steadying the breathing here. You could play around what's happening here with different grips on the hang. Chin up grip, pull up grip, single arm. You can do a little side to side. 40. Probably do 2 sets here. Hang for a little bit, take a little rest, and then hang again. That's 50. That's 1 minute. I'm going to shake it out for about 20 seconds and then maybe do 40 second round. Minute 10 in, 50 seconds left. I'm going back on. $40 seconds left, and then we'll be back on the machine for round 2. Got my crop top here, my belly shirt. 30. Anybody go straight through 2 minutes? 20 seconds. Back to the machine. In 10. Yeah, damn it. 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Try to keep a nice steady pace there. 2 minutes here, or 1:45 left. You can't see the clock either. I'll do your countdowns. That's 30 seconds. Burpees or run on the spot if you don't have a machine. Just steady pace. You just march on the spot. That's 1 minute.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle.
Minute 10.
Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left
Minute
over
20.
I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan.
Minute 30. 30 seconds left.
I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get
20.
Don't be fucking sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just your downers.
10.
I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown.
3, 2, 1. We got our Hindu push-up here. Sheesh. So you can start in your downward dog and just pass straight through to upward dog, or you can make it a little more elbow bendy. I'm gonna go with a slight elbow bend this one. Pressing up and through. Back to the downward dog. I'm gonna bend a little more. I'm just gonna work at getting closer to the floor as I go. Back to downward dog. Bring your beard to the floor. Get your chest to the ground. And I guess you can reverse it as well. Oh, that's the hard part. Whoa, that's way harder. Try to reverse the thing after. So get to your upward dog. And then try to basically lead with your chest back to the ground. That's hard. So chin, chest, press, junk, chest, press. Oh. 20 seconds, couple more reps, and then back on the machine. Woo. 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Round 3, 2 minutes on the machine, or burpees, or run on the spot.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work
That's 30.
for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand, and damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly willing to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just young downers. I swear to God,
That's 1 minute.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
That's 90 seconds.
I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams.
140.
What it seems, man, it's hard to be seen. When everybody wants to
15 seconds.
we all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free.
We're going to our crab.
What you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing.
I think
Do you got heart, are you mean?
3, 2, 1. Oh, PVC.
I swear to God, they all let me down.
So you can start with a pass through if you want.
Just to wear the crown.
I'm breathing. Gonna do a few reps now.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me
Pulse.
now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God, they all let me down.
So you can even work on narrowing the grip and still being able to overhead squat. I'm gonna try to lift 1 foot at a time. Work towards a duck walk. It's a hard one. 1 minute. Work on dropping down, snatch balance. This active bottom position there, chest is up, pressing up hard.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they
30
could see
seconds-ish.
me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life
Whoa, that's so hard.
are the
Try
things
that.
you gotta work for, believe
Come
me.
into the squat.
Take into your hands
Try to
and
lift
plan
1
your
foot at a
own
time.
hands can land your own brand, and damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. All the doubters, they're just down.
All right, round 4, back to the machine.
God, they all let me down.
Wow,
I
that one jacked me up.
just to wear the crown. I'm
Oh.
these fucking clowns who were all taught
Wow.
they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
30 seconds.
Let's go. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen. When everybody wants to be king, yeah, they all wanna win, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a swing.
That's 1 minute.
You got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God, they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God,
That's 90 seconds. 30 to go. It's 140. 15. 10. Crab walk. 3, 2, 1. So you can keep it as simple as just walk around in that crab position. You can consider lifting the hips a little bit, holding a tabletop. I think this is the thumbnail picture, isn't it? Squeeze the butt. You can turn the wrists around a little bit, pointing forwards. Get a little bit of wrist movement. Overhead squat is currently my main squatting exercise. Nice. With clean grip and bare feet. Always bare feet. I like it, Peter. You can go hands pointing backwards. This is definitely a sweatier format than our normal EMOM for 10. Go hip bridges. Text on screen is pretty small, isn't it? There's another hip opener exercise that I can't do in regular gyms too. Show those regular gymmers equipment. Show them how it's done. 30 seconds. Could open up some extension here. 20. One more round. We're back on the machine. And then we're going hops. Last round, team. 5, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, last round. Feel free to push the machine a little bit if you want in the last round. If you feel up to it. That's 30. $40. That's 1 minute. Minute 20. That's 90. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work. Minute 40. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand, and damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour. And some hopping. 3, 2, 1. So I'm just gonna start with 2-foot hops. Might go to some singles. You can hop around, forwards, backwards, laterally. This probably looks funny. Oh well. We got a line here. Go forwards, backwards. I'm gonna go right foot for 10. The left foot for 10. Right. Left. Right.
When everybody wants to be king, yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you
go
take
both
a
again.
swing.
We go forwards, backwards here.
Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down.
Whoa, that burdens the calves.
Wear the crown. I'm off with this
Side to side.
who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for
That's
it.
right foot, 30 seconds.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till
Left.
I wear the crown.
Right. Left. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Feel like I want to keep bouncing there. Felt strange to stop. Good job, team. I like that. I'm out of breath. That's the first active recovery we've done that felt that way. Whether that was a good idea or not. Tell me what you think with that new format, team.
Believe me, never had a lot of come easy.
Better, worse, more fun, harder? What do you think? Let's stretch it out here, team. Great work. Let me know how it went. Look at that, I didn't even shut it off yet. Impressive. All right. Let's do a little hip over here, a little square. So I'm gonna try to show you this without this dog. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cross the legs, one foot, and then cross the other one over top, and try to rock side to side a little bit, get your butt out of the way, and then hinge forward. If that's not accessible, just cross one leg over the other one that's out straight. But I'm gonna go here for at least a minute or so per side. And we'll chat briefly about this concept of active recovery. You know, I know that sometimes I come down here on Sundays when we do this active recovery, and you know, I'm not like the most excited about it, right? You know, I'd probably prefer to come down and do something a little bit harder, call it a little more intense, because you get that, you know, that good feeling of endorphins, and you know, hey, you get that feeling of I'm making progress on my fitness. You know, and sometimes I come down for these Sunday ones and I'm not as excited because it's a little bit slower, it's a little more boring, you don't really get out of breath. You don't necessarily feel like you've built muscle or built capacity. But what I'm realizing more and more is without this type of movement session, that I will feel beat up and potentially broken to the point where I want to take a day off. And that's the opposite of what I'm aiming for here, what we're aiming for, which is consistency and building a habit that doesn't waver because we're so consistent, right? The more consistent you are, the easier it is to maintain the habit and the less likely you are to fall off. So this active recovery session, we can always continue to modify it to make it more fun or, you know, more applicable exactly to what we're doing. But I'm seeing more and more value in this type of session, especially as I age and things start to get creaky and cranky and stiffen up, that the more I do something like this, the better I feel, and the more I'm primed and ready to hit it harder during the week. Ryan says, hops, bounces, loosen the quads nicely. Perfect. Jody, love the incorporation of machine. Very good change up. I'd love to keep the machine in sugar recovery somehow. I mean, I'm assuming that's active recovery. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe for the next little bit, we'll keep this format, see how we like it. And I'm open to changing it, right? Any any different things we want to try. You know, if you find something that you've never done before and you want to give it a try, just let me know. Send me a message on Instagram. Tag me in a video on Instagram or on YouTube. Deacon, 5 a.m. Squat Club Sunday is your Ecclesiastes Moments Day. I like to think that that's every day, Deacon. I like to think that if we put ourselves in a place to, and I'm not trying to be religious or anything necessarily here. I think I understand what you're saying, that if we put ourselves in a position to be open to it and ready to it by being intentional about our lives and being present and aware, I think, and obviously I'm not taking this from any kind of background, I think that any day, any moment can be an Ecclesiastes moment or day. Please read the Holy Bible. All right. Ecclesiastes moments are the time of the day where your personal needs and personal wants. Not having Ecclesiastes moments will cause a decline in physical health and mental health. Yeah, I feel like we're speaking the same language here, that you can set yourself up to have more moments, call it, by being present and intentional about your life. That's definitely what we're kind of talking about here, in the sense that, like, you can have whatever you want in your life. Maybe not whatever you want, but whatever you need, plus if you dedicate yourself to doing that and probably at the same time providing value. Right? I've talked about this concept of, you know, I'm not searching for happiness. I'm searching for utility, or, you know, being useful, being helpful, being productive in the greater good, right? Towards something productive. And the way that I see this, and this is what our homework is about, that if I can put myself in that position where I'm making progress on a, you know, something that I find worth doing, something with purpose, that I can put myself in this place to have these Ecclesiastes type moments. If you haven't switched sides, by the way, switch. That I'm more open and more available, more ready to receive, call it, that type of moment, that type of thing, because I'm living in a state that is intentional and present. I think present is the key, because we can very easily, you know, go through our lives and just scroll and just drift and really not have any intention about where we're going and where we want to end up. And it's too easy to just look at the phone and just do what everybody else is doing and not choose our direction. So be present, be aware, have a goal, have a plan. And what we talk about here on the 5 a.m. Squat Club from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. is do that work, right? Break your goals, break your purpose, your intention in life down to actionable steps that you can take every day that will add up to the life you want. Yeah, there you go. Deacon, you said it right. You were the author of your life. What do you want your obituary to say? I like that, right? I mean, we talk about it, I am responsible. You can look at that as extreme ownership, accountability, whatever term you like to use for it. It's saying that nobody is going to change your life for you. Nobody is going to write the story of your life but yourself. So if you want that story to say something, if you want to look back, you know, when your obituary is being written, and be proud of the chances that you took and the choices that you made to improve your life and potentially the life of others, then that's the goal. Break that down one step at a day, one step at a time, one daily action every day adds up to whatever it is you want. We must remember, change is more than mental and paper in your pocket. I like it. Jason, great workout. Looked good from my stationary position. Hey, Jason, just listen to your body, right? You're being smart now. As it starts to feel better, ease in with us. You know, don't go crazy tomorrow. Just show up, move a little bit, and just listen to your body. Ryan says, selfish homework time made me present for others. I love it. You know what, Ryan, that's a great point. I don't know who I was listening to recently, but they were looking at life as everything is selfish, and it's okay almost to be selfish, right? If I'm doing something to, help others, I'm doing it for me in a sense, because I know that helping other people is going to make me feel better, but that's good, right? That's the way to look at it, that the more you can help other people, the better you're going to feel. So you can look at it from a selfish way or a selfless way. But I think if you're not being selfish in a sense, right? If you're not securing your own oxygen mask, you're not taking responsibility for yourself, your ability to help others is limited or potentially nil. So, being selfish in a sense is not necessarily the worst, as long as it allows you to be selfless. Okay, let's look at a couple clips here, see what we got. All right, this was the clip from the other day that I was meant to show yesterday. And I've got the tractor over here with some hay, and you can see that they're doing their straight line sheep travel, because sheep are sheep, and they walk single file. You'll see here, actually, they break rank a little bit here because they're coming over. I've got the tractor there with a bale of hay on it. You can see the llamas are faster than the sheep, so they're always there first. But watch the sheep here. This is a pretty common occurrence that the sheep at the front of the line stops moving. Oh, maybe this isn't the right clip. I think it is. We'll see at the end here. The sheep at the front of the line stops move. There we go. And then everybody backlogs. Here they're obviously hungry enough that they're going around, but like if anybody ever says like, hey, you're acting like a sheep, and like because you're following what everybody else is doing, they are absolutely that. By definition, these things, if one goes, they all go. Stop it. Very funny. All right, I've got another clip, I think, from yesterday here. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was breaking some ice. Here. So it has been cold the last few days here, minus 25 Celsius. So this is the chicken waterer that I just pulled out of the chicken coop. And I'll show you kind of how cold it is. As you can see, obviously, it's frozen. There is some water underneath there, but this is what I do in the morning for the chickens. There's a big log there that I'm dropping that on. Obviously, the camera angle is not perfect. Maple, shh. But this is every morning to make sure that those animals can give us food, but survive. It doesn't matter how cold it is. I've got to get out there and do this, whether I want to or not. And it's just a perfect reminder that like life is going to pass you by. If you do not do the thing, like life is going to continue to happen. If I don't get out there, Maple, you're too loud right now. If I don't get out there, those critters die, right? That existence will still happen whether I decide to go take care of it or not. It's just such a perfect reminder. Obviously, if you don't have animals, you don't have things living outside, you don't have farm chores, you don't necessarily get that, but it's so valuable, going out and feeding those sheep on the days that I don't want to because it's extra cold or whatever. Like, I've got no choice. And it's a reminder for your goals that like days are going to pass whether you do it or not, right? Whether you go out there and take action on your goals or not, life is going to pass. Time is going to tick. The world is going to turn, and nobody cares. Nobody else is going to give a shit whether you achieve your goals or not, whether you take action and get there or not. So, great reminder. I am very lucky to have those animals as a reminder of like life. Every single day is an opportunity for you to make progress, for you to take steps towards the life that you want. Or every day is an opportunity for your goals to die. Perfect parallel there, right? Those chickens will die. The sheep will die if I do not feed them and water them. Same thing with your goals. If you don't feed and water and praise, praise is not the right word, take care of your goals, nobody's going to do it for you. So remember that, right? We're here for two things in the morning. One is improving our fitness and our health and our bodies, but two is improving our lives, right? Two is taking that step to become the person that we want to become so that we don't regret not taking the shot, not taking the step towards it. Good morning, Tasharia. So take action, right? Come here, join us in the morning for fitness, but then we're not doing it together, but sit down afterwards, assign yourself that time, carve it out, make it sacred, right? Don't let anything interrupt that goal time. And if your life has distractions at that time, change the time of it. Do it earlier. Make sure that time is uninterrupted and sacred so that you can always ensure that it is happening, because those steps added up over time are going to get you to those goals. Simple, simple. All right, team. Fantastic session this morning. I didn't shut off the stream early. Look at that. We made it. Tasharia, how you doing today? You have a fantastic day coming up here. Fantastic Sunday. Deacon says, we must remember that there are two things that a person can do with your help. One, use your help as a bridge, take personal responsibility. Or two, use your help as a crutch, lack of personal responsibility. Deacon, you're spitting the truth here this morning. You got it. And I think that happens with anything in life, that it can, you can use something as a tool or as a crutch. You could use food as a tool to heal your body and make sure that your health, or you could use food as a poison for yourself and overdo it and use it as a crutch where it takes you down. And I think that applies to anything, to relationships, to education, to whatever. You can go down a rabbit hole of education and learn things that improve your life, or you can go down a rabbit hole of education of, I don't know, conspiracy theories or whatever, although most conspiracy theories are true. But going down a road of education that leads you to, being fearful and not taking action. Great point, Deacon. Farmers are one of the most important people on earth. You're, again, speaking my language, the more fake food we produce, the worse off we are. Frugal Mama is one of the greatest teachers of Ecclesiastes moments. Yeah, Tasharia has got that great energy. We love you. Terry, Deacon, are you Terry? Did I just get your first name? I won't call you Terry if you don't want it, but that might help. We must remember fear comes one of 6 places: lack of faith, lack of knowledge, lack of experience, lack of preparation, not telling the truth, or listening to someone too scared to get in the game of life. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, Deacon, what I'm taking away from this, and obviously, if you can get around people like this, spend time with people who move you forward. Spend time with people who are ahead of where you want to be in your goals, or who are on the same path, who will hold you accountable to those goals, that won't let you slip, that won't say, if you're saying, hey, I'm feeling kind of off, let's, instead of doing our progress work today, let's go to party or whatever, that person's going to say, no, let's stay with it. Let's go together. Let's keep making progress. Surround yourself with people who have the same goals, who will pull you forward, and you and your goals will be achieved way faster than if you're surrounding yourself with people who don't have that same progress mentality. All right, team, killing it. We must remember, when you eat from the devil's table, don't complain when you get sick. You're just full of words of wisdom there, eh? I'm going to say Mr. Terry. Maybe I won't call you Mr. Terry if I know. All right, team, let's start shutting her down here. We've got, I'm pretty sure the girls and I are going to go skating today. Do a little bit of, I think, our first skate of the winter, which is pretty un-Canadian of us. And I think we're probably going to get some food prepped. So I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday and know that you are the glue that holds this together. You are the reason why I show up here and we do this together. And I love it. I hope you guys find value in this. And I hope you have a fantastic day. And I hope to see you all tomorrow for AMRAP Monday. A little bit of intensity to start the day. Love you guys. Have a great day. Peace.